Hello YouTube, hello the Silver Forum. We're going to have a look at a couple of graded coins today. The 2 ounce great engravers, the portrait and the quartered arms reverse. And just see if we can have a look at these coins together and see if we can see any difference. This one's come out of PF70 Ultra Cameo. First thing I would say, when you're trying to look at a coin once it's been slabbed, it is extremely difficult because it's very easy to confuse marks and debris on the slab itself rather than the coin. I've had a really good look at this one in person. And it's pretty nice. If you get really close in, you'll always find frosting breaks on any proof coin if you start going in at really high magnifications. But she's looking pretty good there. And on the obverse, again, it's relatively issue free. And when it comes to grading, a 70 doesn't mean it's perfect. It just means it's met the criteria to be given a PF70 Ultra Cameo. The NGC state no post-production issues at 5 times magnification. That can cause a little bit confusion with some people. Because as soon as you say 5 times magnification, they get a powerful loupe or eyeglass, and if they can see an imperfection, they think it won't grade a 70, and that's quite debatable. I've debated the finer points with that with a few guys on the Silver Forum, but I just thought I'd get these out today. A few guys have lent me these to make this video, so I appreciate to the gentlemen who have lent me these. So that's a 70 and a 69. Yes. For me, being honest, it's almost indistinguishable between a 69 and a 70. I've looked at this in natural light with a loupe in front of the window, like that sort of effect. That's what I tend to do. I tend to sit in front of a window and get a lot of natural light on the coin, have a look at it, and side by side this with a 70. It's just, I think sometimes you feel like you're splitting infinities with the difference in the grade. There's nothing obvious. It's just as every bit as attractive as a 70, and some modern coins, which you will know, the price difference between a 69 and a 70 can be colossal, to a point where if you get a 69, some people don't want it, and that's what I want to try and say. What I'm trying to prove today. Even if you do get a coin that's a 69, not a 70, it's still a damn good coin. It's indistinguishable between a 70. And that's one thing I'm trying to understand with NGC and PCGS, is actually where the line is drawn in terms of what is deemed to be a manufacturing imperfection and what isn't. So it's hard to see with some coins, and sometimes it's a bit of a pill to swallow for us collectors when you do grade these coins. And we've got a 68. And from the 68 to the 70, can you see a difference? And yes, you can. Again, the reverse, because this is the reverse, even though it's crown, the reverse is pretty clean. And again, no issues, no marks really. And the only thing I can see on this coin which has scored it down on the obverse is, and I'm zoomed in now at 3.7 times zoom there, above the F there, where the light's reflecting there is a henpeck, and not always all henpecks actually have a sort of downgrading effect on the overall grade of coin, but there is a slight scratch to it as well. So I think whoever's graded this has deemed it to be, should we say, it's been caused after production, should we say. So they've deemed that to be post-production issue. Maybe it's had contact with something, and it has. So that's why I would say this has scored only a 68. But having said that, being totally honest with you, if these three top coins now were in the original mint packaging, should we say raw or OMP, original mint packaging, I think if these were in capsules and given out to a very vast majority of collectors, I think nearly everybody would be happy with them. So it just goes to show between 70 and 69 there's virtually nothing in it, and sometimes I'll admit sometimes I'll argue the fact that 69 may appear to be better than a 70. Sometimes it's like a referee's decision in football. You don't always agree with it, but that's the decision that's been made. With a 68, yes, you can see it. But again, does it really take anything away from the coin? I don't think it does. For me, if there's frosting imperfections on a coin, it bugs me. But again, we can have a look together. Virtually nothing with that. So it just goes to show 68, it's still a nice coin. We'll have a look at the quarter arms reverse, and I do like this. It's proper nice, isn't it? I'm really glad they produced this coin. This one got a 70, and it does have a mark on it. Maybe that's a topic for another video, but some of the silvers were reacting and getting a little bit of a mark. It's not affected grading. It's beautiful looking coin, and again the obverse on this is problem free. Like I say, I've spent hours looking at these coins. 69 this time. Again, we are splitting infinities. Looks good, clean. I'd have that in my collection without too much of a heartache. You just can't spot the difference with them. And the last one today is a 67. This is my mate's. He sent it to me. He was really upset when he got this, the results back from the PCGS, and he was spitting feathers. No doubt he'll be watching this. And can I see why this has got a 67? Yes, I can. Again, the reverse looks just as every bit as good as the 70. Just as every bit. I mean, to be honest, I reckon that looks a bit better, but hey ho. But for me, the obverse is showing signs of milk spotting. And this is the issue you can get with some coins, it's at what point, I think silver will milk spot at some point in history. It's just a fact of having silver. I've seen some PF70s milk spot, and sometimes it can milk spot after it's been graded. I think if it starts showing signs of milk spotting before it's grading, then it does get hammered. That's just my opinion. If you look at in and around the date, the bit of a snowflake effect, it's milk spotting all day long, that. And again, just in front of her face and nose, it's quite a bit, around about the H in Elizabeth. So sadly, this one has started to milk spot. But as for the condition of the coin, there's nothing, should we say, extraneous happened to the coin. It's not had any sort of friction marks, cabinet marks, handling marks, or anything like that. The only thing I can see is milk spotting, and it's hammered it down 3 grades. So that is why, in my opinion, this has got a 67. So that is a real bitter pill to swallow. So it just goes to show how fine these coins are graded. And I'll go back to saying that I think if these were in the original packaging, given to any collector as a present or anything like that, I think the very vast majority of people would be happy with what they've got. It's just a case of us nerdy coin collectors, we really like to get into it, and we want the best of the best. But again, that's a PF70 and it has got a mark on it. You can't get away from it. So you know, the $1 million question with this coin, was it graded like that, or has the mark appeared after the fact? It could well be. And you know, I think sometimes there's no justice with these coins when they're graded 69, because the market demands the best, especially with the modern coins. I think it's a lot of the guys want 70 or nothing. But I just want to show you a good cross section of coins, and it doesn't necessarily mean all because it's a 69 or lower it means it's a bad coin. I just think it's the nature of the beast, really. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed having a bit of a look at these together and see if we can spot the difference. So I think we've gathered between a 70 and a 69, there's virtually nothing in it. And I think once it gets lower than a 69 or 67, you can start seeing where the issues arise. That's what I'm trying to get at. So I appreciate your comments. Yeah, sorry about that one, mate, but yeah, it's milk spotted that. So thanks a lot, guys. I will see you again soon. Just to let you know, I am super busy now with coins. I would like to thank a lot of people who are using my services now for grading, conservation and sales. I am trading now, and I do get quite a lot of allocations, more than actually I thought. With the coronation striking the day of sovereigns, I managed to get 17. Those were all spoken for. I managed to get 7 or 8 1-ounce golds. They've all gone, and also a few other coins which again have all gone. So I would say thank you for the guys who are now using me and trusting my services there. I am looking to expand into dealing with a few more customers, but at the minute I just want to deal in a closed loop of people. I just don't want to get coins and stick them on eBay and things like that, because I'd rather deal with people I know, and vice versa. Where I can, I try and meet people eventually, maybe once or twice a year if that's possible, maybe at the coin fairs, because I think it is I like to give people a personal service. I will look after them, and more importantly now, I can prove I can get allocations and move them on an RRP, to which I know there'll be a few guys watching now I've already done that for, and they're extremely happy with what I've done for them. So I'm looking to expand that this year, looking to enjoy the journey. Thanks for watching, and there'll be more from me soon. Ta-da.